So guys, first we taking a question, what does single page application really mean? So guys, in Angular index.html is the only file served by the server. Load your page only once, all the navigation will happen within the same single page, like an Ajax. So guys, here we are serving the only one file to the server. That is the main reason why we are calling a single page application. Next question, Ajax versus Angular page. Ajax is a way for JavaScript to request data from a server without refreshing the page or blocking the application. Angular is a JavaScript framework which is made for building large single-page web applications. Angular is also fetch the data without refreshing the page, but Angular can achieve other things as well, like separating your data, the function perform on that data, and how the user sees the data guides. Next question: what is ng template in Angular, guys? ng template is a virtual element and its contents are displayed only when it is needed, based on the conditions. ng template should be used along with the structured directives like ngif, ngfor,ngswitch. When you use a structured directive in Angular, we will add a prefix asterisk before the directive name. This asterisk is shorthand notation for ng template. When Angular encounters with the asterisk symbol, we are informing Angular saying that it is a structured directive and Angular will convert directive attribute to ng template element. Next question. What is DOM? The DOM stands for Document Object Model. When a browser loads a web page, then the browser creates a document object model for that page. We can say that DOM is an API. We can use Angular, Vexel, and manipulate the HTML using their corresponding DOM objects. We can say that DOM contains the HTML elements as objects, their properties, method, and event. What is the difference between HTML attribute, DOM property, and Angular? The HTML attributes, DOM properties are two different things. Attributes are defined by HTML, whereas properties are defined by the DOM. Attribute initialize DOM properties. Once the initialization completes, the attribute job is done. Property values can change, whereas the attribute values can never be changed. Angular binding works with the properties event, not with the attribute. So guys, first question we are looking, what is package.json file, guys? So guys, with package.json, it becomes easy to manage the project dependencies, guys. We can mention details like the version, language in the package.json file. For example, if a TypeScript is used in our project, we can mention TypeScript and its version in package.json file. Okay guys. Next question. What is angular.json file? Angular.json file will contain all the configurations of the app. While building the application, the builder looks at the angular.json file to find the entry point of the application, like main.ts file, which creates a browser environment for the application to run. Also, main.ts file calls the bootstrap module function. So guys, this is angular.json file. What is bootstrapping module in Angular, guys? With this function, bootstrapping module function, we can initialize our application, guys. This is especially useful when you want your application to initialize only once after a certain period of time. Next question, what is packagelog.json file, guys? Packagelog.json file will describe the exact dependency tree currently installed in your application. Next question, what is the difference between tilde and the caret in an npm package.json file, guys? Major, minor, and patch represent the different releases of the package. npm uses the tilde and the caret to design which patch and minor version to use respectively, guys. So if you see tilde 1.0.2, it means to install a version 1.0.2 or the latest patch version such as 1.0.4. If you see caret, 1.0.2, it means to install a version 1.0.2 or the latest minor or patch version such as 1.1.0. Okay guys. First question we are picking, what is tsconfig.json file guys? So guys, tsconfig.json file specifies the root files and compiler options required to compile the project guys. Next question we are looking, what is S3 folder in Angular guys? The folder contains the actual source code guys. It contains 3 subfolder, app, asset, environments. App folder contains the Angular project related files like components, HTML files, etc. Asset folder contains any static files like images, style sheets, custom JavaScript library files, etc. Environments folder contains the environment related files guys, which are required during deployment or build of projects. Next question, what E2E folder in Angular guys? This folder is for an end-to-end testing purposes. It contains the configuration files related to perform the unit test of the projects. Okay guys. Next question. What is Node Modules folder? Node Modules folder contains the downloaded packages as per the configuration. Okay guys. Next question. Href versus router link guys. Href is the basic attribute provided by the HTML to navigate through pages, which reloads the page on click. Router link is the attribute provided by Angular guys to navigate to different components without reloading the page guys. Okay guys, dependencies and dev dependencies guys. So guys, difference between these two is that dev dependencies are modules which are only required during the development mode, while dependencies are modules which are required at runtime guys. Some good examples of when to install dev dependencies would be NodeMon, Babel, ESLint, and testing frameworks like Chai, Mocha, Enzyme. Some good examples of dependencies which would be required at runtime include React, Redux, Express. Shorthand for installing the dev dependencies that I like to use is npm-i-d. If you want to install the regular dependency, just replace -d with a -s. So guys, this is the main difference between dependencies and dev dependencies guys. So we are taking next question here. What is the importance of packagelog.json file guys? To understand the importance of log file, let's understand how software versioning works. Here, versions are divided into 3 distinct numbers guys. The first number is termed as major version, second number minor version, third number revision. If we talk about major version, an increment in major version is an indication guys that there are breaking changes in the software functionality. It's very much possible that the old code will not work with these changes guys and have to be tested properly. Minor version. This version is implemented when we add new feature but the old code still works here guys. Revision. This version is incremented when we are just doing bug fixes guys. So there are no new functionalities added, no breaking changes and backward compatibility with old code guys. So this is the importance of packagelog.json file. Next question we are taking here. Do you need both packagelog.json and package.json file guys? So answer is no guys. Next question. Can you have a project with only the packagelog.json file? So answer is no guys. Next question. Do you need the package.json? Answer is yes guys. We need. Difference between structural and attribute directives. So guys, directives are divided into 2 types, namely structural and attribute directives. Structure directives are responsible for HTML layout. They shape and modify the DOM's structure by adding, removing, or manipulating elements. Attribute directives are used as element attributes that change the appearance or behavior of an element, component, or another directive. ng-class, ng-style are the examples of attribute directives. Next question. What is the use of router outlet in Angular? So guys, router outlet is used to load the different components dynamically based on the current route state. Next question. What are Angular lifecycle hooks? So guys, there are total 8 lifecycle hooks method in Angular. First, ng on changes, second ng on init, third ng do check, fourth ng after content init, fifth ng after content check, sixth ng after view init, seventh ng after view check, eighth ng on destroy. Okay guys, next question. What is Angular auth guards and how it is helpful guys? Angular auth guards add authentication layer which helps in preventing loading of components in various scenarios like login authentication, permission based authentication. We can add checks before loading components using Angular guards, which are 4 types guys. First, can activate, second, can activate child, third, can deactivate, fourth, resolve, fifth, can load. So first we look can activate. Can activate guys checks the route navigation before the component is loaded guys. Next, can activate child checks route children navigation before the component is loaded. Next, can deactivate checks navigation from the current route, example leaving the partially filled form. Next, resolve loads the data before the route is activated. Next, can load checks to see if a user can route to module that lazy loaded. So guys, this is auth guard. Okay guys. Next question, what is Webpack in Angular guys? Angular uses Webpack module bundler to bundle the source code and also helps to load the code chunks from server to browser. Okay guys. I hope you like the video. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe and also press the bell icon. Thank you for watching.